I come in?
Sure.
Great.
What can I do for you?
I just wanted to check out the building, and I need 2 FOIA request forms.
That you'll have to go to the front for.
Okay, and do you?
I won't be able to give you a tour of the police department, though.
I was going to give myself a self-guided tour
No, that
of
I
the
can't
public
do.
area. Why? Well, I also needed an officer complaint form, and to just find out the process of what needs to be done for that.
Well, as far as...
Well, can I come inside? It's cold.
Sure, come on in. Have you go in this room right over here.
I don't necessarily want to go into an interview room.
Well, this is the room that we talk to everybody in, so...
Oh, you don't have just a form I can fill out and come back when I want to? When I can?
What form do you need?
Like an officer complaint
Okay,
form?
if you have a seat, I'll get you the form, and then we can send you on your way.
Okay, I'll just wait out here.
If you want to wait out there, that's fine. You can wait in that lobby right out front there.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Come on, just step in here. I can explain these to you. This here one is the FOIA that you wanted. That you would fill out all the information and then turn it back in, and it'll be reviewed by the chief.
Is he your FOIA officer?
He is the one that...
Alright guys, listen up. This documentary begins inside a small town police department, where a citizen calmly walks in to request public records and an officer complaint form. What starts as a routine request quickly turns tense. The visitor clearly states their purpose, exercising lawful rights inside a publicly funded building. At this early stage, there is no crime, no hostility, just a request that should have been simple and straightforward.
that handles all the FOIA requests, yes.
Okay, so he's like the designated FOIA officer?
Yes, everything goes through the chief.
Okay, and
as far as a complaint form, looks like we just have a standard form here where you list all your information, and then has a page there for the complaint.
Okay, and how do I go about turning? Who do I turn it
It would
into?
be
Just
turned into
anybody?
the chief also then.
So would I give to say you, and then you give it to the chief,
You could do
or
that.
do I
You can
come
turn
when
it
he's
in.
off vacation?
You could turn it in. There's two gals up front in the front office. You can turn it into them, and they'll...
Mary 31025.
Okay.
Mary 3, go ahead.
Mary 31025, your PD. A caller provided to witness a female with some sort of video camera. She was filming close to your vehicles outside the department, trying to film.
I wonder who that was.
Department window. White female, black hair, pink jacket, black leggings.
Mary 310-4, go ahead and put me out at my PD with the female right now. You have an ID on you?
No. Why would I need an ID?
Because I'm asking you for an ID.
Why?
So I know who I'm talking to.
I'm trying to get an officer complaint form that I don't have to identify for.
Legally, if an officer does ask you for identification...
I have to be breaking the law.
No, you do not. If I'm talking to you...
Are you trying to intimidate me?
I am not trying to intimidate you.
You're the one that let me in here.
Yes, and now that the...
Why are you stepping... Now what? Somebody said I was videotaping? Is that illegal?
No, it's not
Is that a
illegal.
misdemeanor or a felony?
Neither.
Well, then you can't request my... I mean, you could ask.
An officer can request...
As the interaction continues, confusion begins to surface. The citizen is guided into different areas of the station, despite expressing discomfort. The conversation shifts from cooperation to control. Questions arise about where forms can be filled out and who handles them. The atmosphere subtly changes, and body language becomes more defensive. This is the moment where procedure and personal judgment begin to clash.
You can request for any reason, but I don't have to give it to you unless I'm breaking the law or you suspect me of breaking the law. Anyway...
Can I ask your first name then?
No.
Okay, then we are done here. If you don't want
I'm trying to file a complaint, sir.
If you don't want to let me know who
Why are
I'm
you
talking
yelling
to,
at me? Can you quit stepping up on me or making me intimidated?
Why am I intimidating you?
Because you're stepping up to me and trying to ask for my ID. So, sir...
Woodcott Mary 3, can you have another officer stop by my PD?
For what? Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. I could ask for another
Sure.
officer.
Well, that's fine. But do you understand I don't have to identify? That's why you said, well, just give me your first name, because if I had to identify, then...
Okay,
Be demanded
you asked me for my name. I told you who you are.
Sir, you're a
speaking
police
to.
officer on duty.
Okay.
Why are you treating me this way?
How am I treating you?
Is there a supervisor available?
I'm not at this point, no.
You don't have a supervisor here? You know that you can't just demand ID from me.
I can ask you for
You can
ID.
ask me,
Yes.
but I don't have to give
How
it
did
to
I
you.
demand from you?
Because you're trying to say, oh, we got this call, when you know that video recording, whether I'm doing it or not, is not illegal.
That is
And
correct.
being here at a publicly funded building trying to do my business is also not illegal.
Okay, you
Okay.
are in a police department.
Sir,
with
I'm here
certain
for a
areas.
complaint form and FOIA
Did I
forms.
provide that to you?
Listen, but I'm
Did I
trying to,
provide
yeah,
that
you're
to
too
you?
busy trying to demand my ID when I'm trying to tell you I don't want to
Now you are
identify.
talking over me. I'm asking you a simple question.
Dude, okay, can you
I'm
explain
answering
the
your
complaint
que-
process to me, please?
Okay, you fill out the form, you turn it in, and it will be reviewed by the chief.
Okay. And if I don't want to turn it in to say you, or I don't want you near it now because you're making me uncomfortable, how do I
Then
deal
you
with
can
that?
turn it into the chief.
Is your body cam rolling?
Yes, it is.
Oh, great.
Alright guys, here's where things escalate. An officer suddenly requests identification, even though no law has been broken. The citizen calmly challenges the request, citing legal rights. The tension thickens as voices rise slightly, and accusations of intimidation surface. This is no longer about paperwork, it's about authority, boundaries, and whether lawful activity is being respected or questioned without cause.
Oh, everything in this building is videotaped.
I know I saw myself on your thing. But anyway, so I do not have to identify, is that correct, for both of these?
If you would like to make a complaint and get a response, you would need to identify
Well,
who's
no.
making the complaint.
Why?
How else are we supposed to respond to your complaint?
Email. That doesn't
Okay.
require me to identify, you know.
If you're not giving us any way to contact you or know who we're speaking with, how are we
But
supposed
is the
to?
email sufficient is what I'm trying to ask, I guess.
It could be. That would be up to the chief.
Okay. So is your other officer coming here for a reason? Am I being detained?
You're not detained at all. You can leave at any time you
Oh,
want.
perfect. Can I actually have a second complaint from them?
You have a copy of each, which is what you asked for.
I actually asked for 2 FOIA forms, I believe. At least I
You
meant
can make
to.
copies of those.
But you couldn't? To be courteous?
If you want
courteous?
copies. You're not cooperating with me.
You
You're
are
giving
intimidating me
time.
when I'm clearly here because of officer
am I
misconduct, right?
I don't
Or for
know
what you
you're
would
here
believe
for.
based on me getting this
You
form
asked
would
me
be, right?
That you wanted copies of the forms.
Yeah. And
Which
when
I
I'm trying to
provided to
ask
you,
you about what I
You
need
will
to
not let me
do,
know who I'm talking to.
I don't have to.
That would
Clearly,
be
if I'm
common
turning in
courtesy.
police misconduct, no, because what I told you was it's an intimidating thing, is it not? And when you're behaving this way, and when you're stepping closer to me and raising your voice and being aggressive,
I'm not raising
and then
my voice.
why
I'm
do you
not
need a
being
second
aggressive.
officer here? Isn't that wasting our tax dollars?
Don't worry about that.
Why?
What
You don't
difference-
worry about it?
What difference does it make?
Are you
if
the
there's
one
a
with
second
the
officer
squad
here?
car running?
Yes, I
With
am.
the computer open? Do you have a CAD open right now?
Yes, I do.
Does it have any private information available?
No, it does not.
If I went up there with my camera right now,
The discussion becomes circular. The citizen asks direct questions about the complaint process while officers repeatedly focus on identification. A second officer is called to the scene, raising concerns about necessity and use of resources. The citizen emphasizes discomfort and perceived intimidation, while officers maintain they are simply following procedure. Trust between both sides continues to erode.
would I catch somebody's private info that shouldn't be open to the public?
Nope.
Because it's up to you to create the privacy, right? Not me. Same with that room. Once you let me in here, you should close the door if you don't want me to see it,
There's
because
no door
I'm right
there.
here.
That's why I'm asking you to either go in that room
Oh,
or
here.
that room.
Is that better?
That's
There
fine.
you go. Now, why are you trying to intimidate me out of this
How am
complaint?
I
Because I feel like
intimidating?
the first moment I mentioned it, I feel like you kind of felt some type of way. You started behaving differently.
That's your opinion. You're entitled to it.
When's this other officer coming? Can I speak to him?
You can speak to him. That's fine.
Where is he? Is he on his way?
Shortly.
I didn't hear him come over the radio. Do they normally do that or no?
We have our ways of communication.
Or do you?
He did answer
What do you got,
if you were
clicks?
listening.
I was too busy listening to you. Why are you being rude?
Mary 3, 10, 4, 10, 6. I'm not being rude.
Yeah, 10, 4, 10, 6, that's right. So, I can't have a second complaint form. Can I at least have the second Freedom of Information Act
Would you
form?
like copies? I will make you copies.
I would appreciate that.
Okay, have a seat right there and I will make you copies.
I'll just stand here.
You can have a seat right there and I will
I don't
make
need
you
to sit
copies.
down. Why would I need to
Then
sit
stay
down?
right there in that room.
Is that an order? Is that a lawful order, sir?
I'm asking you to wait in the room if you would like copies.
I just asked
wanna
you.
cooperate
Well,
with
but
me
if
or
I
not?
stood right here, would I not get the copies?
You're sitting here twisting words.
I'm not twisting words. I don't like the way you're treating me, and I feel disrespected.
Okay.
And I also feel intimidated while I'm trying to turn an officer misconduct to you, or potential officer misconduct. That's the thing. You don't know what I'm here to complain on. It could be something extremely serious, and look how you're talking to me.
Alright, pay attention here. The issue of public recording comes into play. The citizen insists filming is legal, while officers stress privacy concerns. Cameras, body cams, and surveillance are all acknowledged. Ironically, in a building filled with recording devices, transparency becomes the main point of conflict. This segment highlights how unclear communication can turn legality into confrontation.
So that side of the door says that it's authorized personnel only? Whose office is this? Is that someone's office?
That's a squad room. There are your copies.
And what was your first name?
Officer Merkel.
Peter?
Yes.
Paul. Oh, it was Peter? See, I'm good at guessing it. Well, I appreciate that. Do you know when the other officer is coming? Do you have the ETA?
He should be on his way.
I hope you didn't come from too far, because I'm sure that there's actual crimes going on. Because even if you had something called and reported, which I think is good if a citizen sees something and they're concerned, then they might not understand that it's perfectly legal. But I believe you have an obligation to not only inform that citizen that called you, say, hey, what she was doing was legal. Right? And actually, I immediately came up
to that citizen.
But you could call them back as a follow-up, so then we educate people and educate yourself, because you know that you can't try to demand ID out of me. You could ask
I can
me.
request ID.
But when I'm in the
You wanna
middle,
be cooperative?
but when I'm in the middle of
That's-
trying to file a misconduct complaint or ask you questions about
You
it,
asked me for copies of the two forms, which I
yeah,
have provided.
but I was
to
in
you.
the middle of trying to ask you about this stuff, and then when you heard that come over the radio, which you know is not a crime in and of itself, right?
I asked you before that call ever came across. the
Are you
radio.
sure about that? I don't believe you did. You could be right. That's interesting.
I need to get this door here. I have this
Hi.
lady here.
Okay.
Came up for copies of FOIA.
As more officers arrive, the situation grows more crowded but no clearer. The citizen repeatedly states they are not detained and wishes only to complete their business. Officers confirm there is no detention, yet pressure continues. The power imbalance is evident, as the citizen struggles to complete simple paperwork amid escalating authority presence.
Request and officer complaint forms.
Okay.
She's becoming upset and feels.
I'm not
threatened 'cause
upset.
I'm asking her for identification to know who she is.
While I'm trying to
She
ask
wants
for
to
officer
videotape
misconduct
our
forms.
department,
What's wrong
and
with
she's
that?
being uncooperative.
How am I being what do I need to cooperate with?
I
was
asked
trying
you
to
for
simply.
identification.
When
and
he
you
got
will not
upset-
even tell me a first name.
Okay, sir. Anyway, when he got upset was when they came over the radio and somebody called saying I was out here, but I was already talking to him by
Okay.
the time they called, so they were a little delayed. But anyway, then he wants to keep asking me about my name and all this when I'm trying to get this done, in which I may or may not want to identify based on what could have happened. Does that make sense? So really, I don't know why he called a second officer, but maybe you should ask him. Because if you know the law at all, you know that what I'm doing right here, right now, is not a crime.
Okay.
Okay,
So
so
are
he
you
was
just
wasting
trying
your
to-
time.
Are you just trying to fill out papers, or?
Yeah, I
what are you
came here
trying
to
do?
get the papers and then get the copy, and he wanted me in that room. I was like, no, I just want to be out here,
I
get
asked
my
her
form
to
and
stand
go.
either in this room or our interview room.
So they
She
have
cannot
to
be in a squad
for-
room. Who do we have here?
Kyle.
Okay.
So for the FOIA, they have to, for you to get a report, you have to fill out the Freedom of Information Act.
Oh, I totally get that. And I also know that I don't have to identify, and I can just identify using, say, my email as long as they have a means to contact me. or even a post office box or something.
Okay, because I'm assuming it's a complaint form for Metamora PD.
Yeah, that's all I came here for, and the FOIA. But obviously, I wouldn't want to identify it either, and he wants to keep putting me in front of the camera, which is whatever. I know there's a bunch of
I
cameras.
told you this whole building is under video surveillance.
I would expect it to be at the police station, but you know
what difference does
that
it
if
matter
you,
which
but
room
you
you
were
stay
telling
in?
me, you let me come back here, and then you say that I can't film what's in there when I was
No,
from
you
the
cannot
hallway.
film our
I was where
stuff
I
when
was
I have
allowed
the
to be,
computers open.
but it's up to you to create the privacy, and you said you did.
Now things get personal. The citizen questions why additional officers were called at all. Officers explain internal concerns, while the citizen views it as intimidation. The discussion touches on accountability, public trust, and the right to file complaints without fear. This moment reflects a deeper issue: how citizens perceive law enforcement responses when asserting their rights.
You didn't have a door, and if you don't have a door, then you
Then
need
I
to
don't
turn the
allow
computer.
you in that room.
But you did. I was not in that room, but you allowed me in the hallway, which clearly I could see from
So
there.
what's the root problem?
I don't know why he called you. Why don't you ask him? He's your buddy. Because I'm here trying to get a complaint form and a Freedom of Information Act form. Well, no, now I waited because I wanted to find out why we needed more officers for me here conducting business with you. Because the second I asked for a complaint form, you started acting squirrely, and you know it.
Well, ma'am, there's a lot of times we don't want to deal with being a male officer or female one-on-one. That just kind of...
That's the
But
reason.
we're in front of a bunch of cameras. You guys said it yourself. What do you guys are afraid of a male and a female?
No, ma'am,
Are you kidding
we're
me?
not. We're not afraid of anything.
A dude could accuse you of sexual assault.
Well, that's very true.
Are you kidding me?
That's very true.
I'm in front. Look, there's a camera right above my head.
I get it, ma'am.
Yeah. So why would he? And then
So
why would he
let
ask me to come
you
back in
this.
there
What-
then?
What else do you need from...
I don't know. I'm waiting to find out why we called 2 more officers. I'm waiting to find out because I told him, isn't that a waste of the tax dollars to call you and to call you from wherever the hell you were?
Actually,
You drove
he
here.
called for him, and I showed up because that's one of my deputies.
Well,
and
nonetheless.
I wanted to make sure... everything was
Nonetheless,
okay.
do you understand, though, that what I'm doing isn't illegal? I came here to conduct business and to document it. Okay, so being a small department, it's even more important for you to respect the people, especially if they come in, because I'm sure you guys don't get a lot of complaints.
How am I disrespecting you?
By the way you treated me, trying to demand my name when I'm there, I could be turning
not
somebody in for anything.
demand a name. I
You don't know what
merely
he did
asked
to me
you-
down the road 10 minutes ago.
I
Or
merely
it could be
asked
me
you
just
who-
crying about
for your
something.
name, so I knew who I was speaking
But
with.
you were trying to demand when an officer asks you your name, blah blah
If an
blah, and then
officer
I
asks
told you.
for identification.
But
you
I
are
don't. I am not required to by
provide
law unless I've committed a crime. I'm about to commit a crime. You suspect me of whatever. All right. Have I committed any crime? That's what I'm saying. That is an
Did I say you
intimidation
committed
attempt,
a
or
crime?
maybe you were just mistaken and need to realize.
Alright guys, this is the core of it. The citizen explains that complaints may involve serious allegations and should be handled professionally. The officers argue they need basic information for processing. The disagreement isn't about the law anymore, it's about respect, tone, and whether the system allows complaints without pressure or retaliation.
It and fix it for the next time. Okay, because that is wrong, right? I don't have to identify for no reason. You can't just go and get some cute chick across the street and you want her number, so you're going to go force her to ID?
No.
Exactly,
That's
exactly.
different than what you're
No, it's the
talking
same.
about
I'm
right
here
now.
for,
Ma'am, that is completely different than what you're talking
but
about.
I don't have to
Here's the
identify.
thing. You came in for a complaint form, okay, ma'am? You got your complaint form.
Yep.
He asked for your name probably so he could give it to the chief, saying that, hey, X,
told
Y,
him I
and
didn't
Z
want
came in for a complaint form, and I gave her one.
But
Okay.
I don't have to.
So
Do
that I'm just saying, that's probably why, because any reasonable officer would have done that. I
Yeah,
can tell
but
you
you know,
that
he
right
wasn't asking until that radio call came where they said, oh, chick, black leggings, whatever, recording by the police cars and all that, which he knew because I met him at the door. I rang the
And I can
dowbell,
say who I spoke with.
Right.
but you can't demand it
we
out
tried
of
to
me.
log all
I
that
did
stuff.
not demand it out.
You didn't say that that I have to provide it to you.
If an officer asks you for identification,
Yeah, you can
are
ask.
required
No,
to provide
but
identification.
not like this. Not if I haven't committed a crime. Is that, well, am I correct with that? That's what I want to get down to. I want to educate
Why,
you.
why are we continuing to go around?
Apparently we need,
If you're done, ma'am, you need to leave the police
why?
department. If you're done, you need to leave. We're not
Okay,
gonna
so you're
continue
telling me, listen.
We're not going to continue to stand here and argue with you about
Can I
something
have a
that does
pen?
not need to be argued about.
Can I
okay?
have a pen? Okay, so you're telling me that I am required to give you guys ID, then why are you not forcing me to
Ma'am,
give
I'm
ID?
not saying that.
Well, can
What
you
I'm
tell
telling
him that
you
I'm not-
is
why are you
the
yelling?
situation is done here. Okay, you have your complaint.
But do you, okay,
You have your FOIA form, ma'am. There is no reason to further stand here and continue.
So tell me,
this
so I
debate.
follow the law officer or deputy or sergeant or whatever. I don't know. We got too many entities here, I guess.
Frustration peaks. The citizen demands clear answers. Is identification legally required or not? Officers give mixed responses, adding to confusion. Eventually, the focus shifts from resolution to removal. The citizen is told to leave, despite still attempting to complete the paperwork. What should have been a transparent process ends in breakdown.
But anyway, so I am not required to give you ID at this point. Is that correct?
I don't need your ID. I don't want
But
your
if
ID.
you were asking for, if he's still asking for it, I am not required to give it to him, right?
That's up to him.
No, by
I'm
law.
not-
By
listen,
law, you are a law enforcement
I don't want-
officer.
I don't
You
want
are
your
not
ID.
feelings police.
I don't want your ID. I don't care who you are. It is irrelevant to me right now. Okay?
What I'm
this
asking,
is not my call.
I'm not even talking to you anymore. Am I required to give you ID right now, sir?
Do you need any other
Am I
forms?
required to give you ID?
I asked you for identification. You do not want to provide it. Do you need any other
Okay,
forms?
so it was a choice for me though, right?
Do you need any other forms?
It was a choice for me.
Did I just-
can't be arrested for not providing it. That's what I'm asking
I'm not
you.
arresting you. I never
But I
said
cannot
that.
be arrested.
Ma'am, at
No.
some point you need
I'm not speaking to you anymore.
need to leave, okay?
Do you have the forms?
I'm trying to find out. Can I have a pen so I can fill out my paperwork?
You can take it
We're
home
done
with you to
with
fill
this.
it out.
I need to fill it out now.
Okay? We
You
can't
take
stay
it home
here.
with you to
I don't
fill
want
it out.
you here. You can leave.
No,
If you
no.
want to
Nobody's
fill it out
begging
now,
you.
You need to step into the interview.
You
room.
told me I can't go back there.
The interview room right here that I asked.
Oh,
you
the
to
one
fill
where
in
you
that
told me
do
I
not
couldn't
want to
turn
go
that
into.
way. I couldn't view in there because you had private information. Do you see how you need to be
Want fill out your
educated?
Forms, you need to sit in the interview room. If not, you need to take them home with you to fill
I can
them out.
sit in this lobby where you try to force me to
I am
sit
the only
before.
officer
You can go
on.
out to your car, or you can
I
go to
don't
your
have a
residence,
car.
and you can fill one out.
Did
and you
not
can bring it
drive
back
here.
to the chief. Nothing is going to
The
be done
chief's
with it
on
until the chief gets
vacation.
back here anyway.
The chief would be disgusted with you, I hope, and if he's not, then he's part of the problem.
Okay.
All right, can I have a pen so I can conduct my business in this
You can
publicly
go home
funded
and get a
building?
pen and
I've
fill
been
it
here for
out.
32 minutes.
Okay, we're done. You need
Yeah.
to leave.
Okay, go.
You
Quit
need to
stepping
leave.
up to me.
You need to leave.
Get him away from me now, Sergeant.
Is this door shut?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Just go out. She can
There you go.
hang out in the back.
I told you guys to do that, Sergeant. Good thinking.
Okay.
Way to be a leader. Here, I'll even move for you. Sir, are you aware that that police car has been running for a long time? Bye-bye.
Alright, final thoughts. This documentary exposes how quickly a lawful request can spiral into confrontation when communication fails. No arrests were made, no crimes committed, yet the encounter left lasting questions. It challenges viewers to think critically about authority, accountability, and how public institutions handle citizens who assert their rights calmly but firmly.